Alright everyone, welcome back. We have a thriller today between San Antonio and Milwaukee. This is week 3, day 3 of NAGA action. Commissioner Pasta here with you, bringing you the commentary for today's matchup. Should be a great one. Two highly powered offenses, but each in their own right. San Antonio, a big pass-first offense. Milwaukee with a big run-first offense. We'll take a look at their records and standings and all that stuff before we get started here. So San Antonio coming in at 1-1 on the season with the first-ranked offense, the first-ranked passing offense, 12th-ranked rushing offense, and 16th total defense. They are currently tied for second with Austin as of this recording, and Albuquerque sitting at 2-0 at the time of this recording as well. So they are just out of first place on the young season and looking to get farther than they did last season, of course, losing to the eventual champions, Austin, despite going 9-3 in the regular season and winning that division in the regular season, but losing, of course, the divisional title game. Of course, Jordan Vinson being the nemesis with the big punt return in the playoffs last season to knock San Antonio out of the playoffs. Other side, Milwaukee, little bit of a script flip for them. They were not highly ranked going into last season. They had a pretty poor offense, but Sam Rudnick and company led them to the championship. Of course, Devin Brooks, being out for a majority of last year, comes back in the playoffs, and as we all know, one of the best moments the league has seen, gets the game-winning touchdown in the conference championship game against the Capitals, but eventually losing in that league championship game. So both teams not shy of playoff football. That is for sure. Milwaukee coming into this game, by the way, with a record of 2-0, one of the handful of undefeated teams remaining. We'll take a look at their previous games. Starting out with San Antonio, just an abysmal offensive performance by Tyler Weber, the quarterback. 4 interceptions and a 31-16 loss. All of them going to Austin corner Marquise Casey. And on the other hand, for Milwaukee, coming off of a win last week against Virginia Beach, scoring 30 points in a 30-23 win. And Sam Rudnick doing a pretty good job at the helm for Milwaukee in that game. 19 of 25, only 152 yards, so didn't really light up the stat sheet in that department, but the offense doing more than enough to win, defense holding their own, and we will see how the two teams fare. We'll take a look at the panel picks and get you out to Milwaukee for the opening kickoff. Split down the middle in terms of points, but the two Milwaukee predictions are very close in score, so we'll see if they come out on top. 49% chance of Milwaukee to win this one based on the simulations. We will get you out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where the opening kickoff is about to take place. Should be a great matchup here. NAGA Week 3 about to kick off. So Milwaukee looks like they have won the toss, and they will get the ball here to start. Sam Pfannenstiel sporting a new number this week. Number 15 as opposed to 17. Of course, San Antonio acquiring the wide receiver Cedric Vaughn via trade, so he gets the 17. And Devin Brooks returning that one. Another guy with a new number making a tackle. That being the free safety, number 43, Jaden Emmons. Rudnick with a single back here to start, motioning Christian Levine. He'll throw, under pressure off the back foot, caught by Troy Wilkins, who's had himself a good start to the season. Wilkins, the tight end for Milwaukee. Total stats on the year, 8 catches for 50 yards and 1 touchdown. Rudnick play action fake, and he will go down. A sack by the corner, Willie Malone Jr. San Antonio not afraid to get to that quarterback. Always one of the team's sack leaders in the league. Has a great front seven. Rudnick to throw deep this time, that is incomplete. And it will be a 3-and-out for the Bees. Of course, San Antonio's defense setting a record a couple weeks ago with Matt McDonough, number 59, a linebacker for the Fighters, recording 7 sacks in a single game. That is a new record. Jaden Emmons to return and immediately tackled by Christian Levine. So we'll see Tyler Weber coming out with a new number himself, sporting the number 7 rather than number 14 that we're used to seeing him wearing. So he'll throw. Deep shot for his first throw in the new number, and it is caught by Xavier Boykin for the first down. Boykin second in the league in receiving yards. He's got 326 on 14 catches, largely in part to the 206-yard performance in Week 1. Ramon Gooden on the carry, and he'll gain about 6 there before being brought down by Jack Morgan. Second down and 4 for the Fighters. Toss play with Gooden. French is the lead blocker, and he'll go in. Touchdown early here for San Antonio. Ramon Gooden scores first here in the game, and Fannenstiel ready to add the extra point. It's up and good, and San Antonio has an early 7-0 lead. We'll see if Milwaukee can respond on this drive. Fannenstiel the kick to Brooks here. And Brooks from the 5. He will be brought down on special teams. Tackle made by Kenny Gatewood, number 6. Trips left for the Bees. Graham in the backfield. They hand it off to Graham. And we will see a lot of number 3 in black today. Graham, among the leaders last year in rushing attempts. And this year so far, 39 carries for 241. Flag on the field, caught by Wilkins again. And it'll be a hold on the left tackle, Walker Hodge. More on Graham. Had 20 carries for an amazing 157 last week. On the other side, Ramon Gooden for San Antonio, 10 for 47 in a score. A battle of 2 great running backs today. That pass is caught again. Wilkins has some room to run down the sideline. And Rudnick is establishing a good connection with his tight end room early. Second down and short here. Goal line set, 2 tight ends and the fullback in the game. That's Justin Houghton, number 47. Graham on the give, and enough for the first. Brought down by Malone. That'll move the chains into enemy territory. First down at the 48 for Milwaukee. Another penalty. It'll be a false start here. Terrence Joseph, the culprit that time. So moving back 5. It will go on the other side of the 50 here. They'll set up 1st and 15 from the 47. Wilkins flexed out into the slot here, 3 receivers in the formation. Rudnick to throw short, caught Graham. And right there for the tackle is Ronnie Elliott for San Antonio. Elliott, 28 years of age, from Florida, went to the University of Alabama to play his college ball. One of the sack leaders last year. Rudnick's throw, caught. Troy Wilkins again. He has had quite the first quarter. And another first down for Milwaukee. We'll see if they can capitalize on this drive and perhaps score the first point of the game for them. Wilkins again lined up in the near slot. They motion Levine. Graham on the carry here. Breaks off a Gatewood's tackle, but Elliott right there to back him up. A gain of 9 there. And then they're inside the 30 at the 27. Just under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Another to give to Graham. And that one good enough for the first. Tackle made that time by Deshaun Allen, the rookie defensive tackle from Georgia. One of the top defensive line prospects in the entire class. Rudnick's pass. Wilkins again with the catch, but this might be coming back. It will. It'll be a hold on Joe Milazzo. Offensive line penalties not helping Milwaukee. That's at least their third. A couple of holding calls and a false start. Rudnick again to throw another flag on the play. Rudnick lost the football. It's picked up by Deshaun Allen, as previously mentioned, but that will not stand, as it was an offside on San Antonio, so Milwaukee keeps the ball here. That is big. First and 15, Rudnick to throw out of the pistol. Has Graham caught on the sideline, and Elliott again with the tackle. And off to Graham, and met immediately that tackle made by Tim Jensen. 29-year-old University of Colorado product, born and raised in Minnesota. 3rd and 4, big stop needed here for San Antonio if they want to keep Milwaukee out of the end zone. And they do not get it. First down for Tony Graham as Robert Spellman comes into the game. Spellman on the carry, trying to fight forward, and he'll fall into the end zone. Touchdown, Milwaukee. Robert Spellman with another touchdown. Believe that is not its first, right? It is. It's his second. So good job by Spellman to find his way into the end zone. PAT by Chris Pittinger is good. And this game is tied. 7 apiece. Pittinger to kick it away. Xavier Boykin waits back deep for it. He'll take it from about his 1. Hopping over a defender there and being tackled on special teams. That tackle made by Nico Lofton. 7-7 our score. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. San Antonio with the ball, starting at the 35. Gooden. And a rush there for a first down. And San Antonio's rushing offense on this drive getting a good start there from Gooden. Talked to the owner, Mass, for Milwaukee about San Antonio's high-powered defense and how they will stop them. And Maas said it was very important to win battles at the line, to put pressure in that San Antonio backfield, so we'll see how the defensive line performs today. Trying to make them uncomfortable in that pocket and the backfield. Nico Lofton again on the tackle. And it'll be a 3rd and 4. Great time for Milwaukee's defense to step up right here. They motion the tight end Whitman. Better to throw. As a man left side caught, that's Xavier Boykin. And a crucial conversion there for San Antonio. Carl Ricketts couldn't quite get that one in coverage. And that'll move the sticks inside the 30. Gooden again on the carry. And Morgan right there for the tackle. And it'll be 2nd down and 3. As Michel Remollon comes into the game, the backup running back for San Antonio. And Remollon will get the carry, and he will be stopped immediately. That's Josiah Purvis with the tackle. Gooden again on the carry. Connor French getting right in the way. And Howlett with the tackle. And that'll end the first quarter. We are tied at 7 apiece. We'll catch you up on some injuries here after Sam Bannon-Steele attempts this field goal. That kick is up and good from 36. So San Antonio has the lead. Injury report for this week for San Antonio. They are playing with a injured DeAndre Little, but he is in the lineup, suffering a leg injury not too long ago. And then, of course, the big one for Milwaukee, Kyle Kiefer, who just can't seem to stay off of the injured list. Was injured a lot last year, too. He's out for 5 more games. He'll return in the last week of the season for Milwaukee, that being week 8. So Jack Morgan will be his long-term replacement for now. As Matt McDonough there for the tackle. Speaking of linebackers, Tony Graham on the carry. Gain of a couple there. It'll be 3rd down and 7 now. Another goal line set. They do like to run this formation a lot, does Milwaukee. We'll see if it'll help them here. Graham shaking off Jensen and running for the 1st down. Very powerful run there by Tony Graham, but he'll take a seat. Catch his breath, and Robert Spellman will come in to the game. Spellman will take the carry here and be tackled after a gain of 4. Spellman, the Penn State product, 26 years of age. Another handoff to Spellman, and a missed block right there as Ronnie Elliott makes the tackle. But missing their assignment was Ryan Berkheimer, number 65, the left guard right there. Another run play for Graham. That should be enough, and it is. First down shotgun set here. 3 receivers in the game. Rudnick. Pass is going to be caught. That's Spellman with the catch. And Malone will drag him forward another 1st down. Graham now back in the game. Pistol formation. And Rudnick under pressure, and he will be taken down. Tim Jensen gets the sack that time. Loss of 6. That'll push him back to the 40. And just outside of field goal range, I do believe. Rudnick here. Gonna pass left side. That is incomplete. He tried to hit his tight end, Schlesinger, that time. The University of West Virginia product. But that one couldn't connect. 3rd and long. They'll hand it off to Spellman. And being brought down by Jordan Purcell will force a 4th down in the field goal unit. They'll trot onto the field here for Milwaukee. Looking to tie this game. A deep field goal here for Pittinger. Looks like 52 yards. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. Chris Pittinger from 52 yards ties the game at 10 apiece. Nicely done. Chris Pittinger, a 95% accurate kicker last year, missed 3 field goals, and he drilled every single extra point. 32 for 32 on those, and 20 for 23 on the field goals. So, always a great option in the kicking game for Milwaukee. New drive for San Antonio here begins at the 28. That pass is caught out of the backfield by Gooden. Nice pick up a 7 there on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Toss play left side to Gooden. He falls forward for the 1st down. Just across the 40-yard line. Ticking under 6 minutes to play. And an even game so far at 10. Fullback dive here for Connor French. And he won't get too far before being brought down by Emmanuel Howlett. Howlett, 16 sacks last year, was top 5 in the league in that category. As that is incomplete, almost picked. Connor French, the intended target. 3rd down for the Fighters. Strong eye formation. Weber looks to throw deep, caught Gooden. And he is brought down, but not before the damage is done. 1st down for San Antonio. Weber gonna go short. That is almost intercepted. Jack Morgan almost getting his hands on that one, and that could have been really dangerous. Morgan did not have a white jersey within about 3 yards of him, and he could have easily gotten a broken tackle and taken that one to the house. Gooden on the carry here and brought down by Carl Ricketts. 3rd down. Of course, Weber was probably very scared about that one. Of course, he did have 4 interceptions last week. That pass is caught DeAndre Little. First down San Antonio, and Little looks to be okay walking back to the huddle. Remember, he is playing injured today. He will be fully healthy by next week, I do believe. Weber, pass, caught Connor French. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for San Antonio. Fake to Gooden. Weber looking to throw deep. He's going to miss his target that time. That was Whitman. The former Omaha Spartan, now starting tight end. He was a backup to Corey Cavanaugh on Omaha, but of course San Antonio getting rid of their tight end last year, Dwayne Thompson, to Columbus. A lot of tight ends moving around in the offseason. Good enough for the first down inside the 15. I formation here. Lamar Hamilton lined up as the tight end. And Weber on the counter, played a good and lots of space, and Lofton gonna prevent a touchdown there. Good tackle. Gains 9, and it'll bring back Remillon into the game. Give Gooden a little bit of a breather. Gooden, great day so far, 11 for 75. Go. Weber to throw here, left side, Remillon, touchdown San Antonio. Michel Remillon with a touchdown there. His first receiving TD of the year, and first overall TD actually, of the year for number 24 for San Antonio. PAT by Fan Steel is good, and San Antonio has a touchdown lead with just under 2.5 to go in the half. San Antonio looking to keep Milwaukee off the scoreboard on this drive. They do get the ball at the beginning of the second half. So it is crucial that they do get a stop here. And of course, if you are Milwaukee, you are definitely trying to put it in the end zone, but not give enough time in the half for San Antonio to do anything. Spellman on the carry, gains 5 there. Rudnick to throw out of the gun. As a couple men deep, that is intercepted, picked off by Alonzo Douglas. The former Virginia Beach Mariner grabbing that one out of the air. And Alonzo Douglas forces a turnover, and this is a huge chance for San Antonio to go up by 2 scores. Weber, deep pass, end zone, Xavier Boykin for 6. What a throw and what a catch by one of the most talented QB receiver combos in the league. Weber to Boykin. How many times have we heard that name called before? Those names plural. PAT is up and good by Fan Steel. And that is exactly what you do not want if you are Milwaukee. A quick turnover and 7 more points up on the board for the opponent. Can they keep the ball out of San Antonio's hands? We will see. The lineup with a trips left here, tight end right. Spellman in the pistol. Rudnick's pass, that is almost picked again, but caught by Jamal Chapman. Chapman down the sideline and steps out just shy of midfield. That could have been really bad for Sam Rudnick and company. A pickup of 25 there for Chapman. Flag down on the play. Rudnick to throw. That pass is almost picked again. But it'll be a hold here, and San Antonio will take that penalty. Minute 32 to go in the half. Again, San Antonio does get the ball to begin the second half of play. Rudnick to throw. Left side caught Chapman. And Purcell makes the tackle. Jordan Purcell, the cornerback, raised in Gary, Indiana. Went to Indiana State to play his college ball. 26 years of age. Rudnick with the Hail Mary here. Deep shot to Wilkins. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the long shot, but no luck that time. 3rd and 16, and under a minute to go now in the half. Rudnick 10 of 15 for 90. And of course that pick. Big hole here for Spellman. Surprised we're not seeing any Tony Graham in the lineup for the most part. I believe he was in a little bit that drive, but not as much as Spellman was. Rich Neubert, the veteran, on to punt. Emmons to take it and be tackled immediately by Devin Brooks. So San Antonio does have time to go down and score again. That would really put some salt in the wound if you're Milwaukee. I mean, if they do end up scoring here, you might as well just start playing the backups at this point. Gooden. Pass is caught. Forced out by Howlett. First down, and they just keep on moving. This offense does not stop. New addition Cedric Vaughn finally sees some playing time here for the Fighters, as that's a sack. A good one there by Jack Moggan. It's about time this Milwaukee defense showed up a little bit. That one good for a loss of 8. And it's 2nd and long. Weber looking deep. Has a man. It's incomplete. He was trying to go to Whitman that time, but couldn't connect. Goal line set here, 3rd and 18. For the Fighters. Handoff play to Gooden. Breaks one tackle, but not the second. Ricketts with the tackle that time. 4th down. And that should be the end of the half here. They will not get the punt off. 24-10 our score heading into halftime. And the second half is coming up in just a sec. We'll take a peek at the schedule in the meantime. This, of course, being game number 10. Take a look at some other scores today. Orlando losing to Baton Rouge. Good for Baton Rouge. Finally getting in the win column. That was 34-16 final. Virginia Beach on a late field goal by David Reynolds beats Memphis 37-34. Oklahoma City beats Louisville in overtime 29-23. And then, of course, the big one, Portland, 54 points against Sacramento. They win 54-14 on the road. Those are your day 1 scores. Notable day 2 scores, Omaha beating Wichita in overtime 30-27 after a failed 4th down attempt by the Wranglers. Ramon Gooden going to be stuffed here by Ricketts. It'll be a 3rd and short, and Milwaukee would love a stop here to force a punt and perhaps get back in this ball game. They stack the box with 8 here. 4-4 formation. They'll throw, though. Weber's pass is incomplete. Could have been intercepted there by Purvis, but he ran right past the ball. Regardless, it's a punt upcoming. Zach McQueen on to punt, and Derek Hill waiting for it. Hill from his 20. And brought down right around the 31 by DeAndre Little. Rudnick will start out of the pistol here with Spellman in the backfield. Yeah, usually with Tony Graham in that spot, but Spellman getting the bulk of the carries here. Hopefully that doesn't mean bad things for Milwaukee. Of course, you want to make sure that your players are in tip-top shape and peak health. So hopefully it's not some sort of injury we're seeing with Graham. That would be an integral part of the offense lost for Milwaukee. Spellman, meanwhile, picks up about 4. Spellman 8 for 45, not having a terrible day. But of course, Tony Graham, the real workhorse of this offense. And we will finally see him back in here for a play or two. 3rd and 4 now for Milwaukee. 2 tight ends in the pistol here. Graham gonna find his way with the first down. Brought down by Douglas. Just over midfield, they hand it to Spellman once again. And that tackle being made that time by San Antonio's DeMarcus Poole. Of course, no more John Childers on that defensive line. Was traded to St. Louis in the deal that got them Cedric Vaughn. Meanwhile, Graham breaking a few tackles and finding his way inside the 25. And it beats Spellman back in the game here for Milwaukee. Another pistol formation here for Rudnick. Another flag on the play. Deep shot left side, incomplete, trying to hit Wilkins, which will be DeMarcus Poole, who will be the guilty party. Third quarter of action, just under 7 minutes to go. San Antonio up by 2 scores. Rudnick's pass left side caught Chapman. They'll move the sticks. Milwaukee would love a TD here to get this back to a 1-scored game. Rudnick has failed to eclipse 100 yards yet. Might with this throw, though. Yes, he will. Tony Graham making the catch. Up near the first down, and will actually give him the first down. 1st and goal for Milwaukee. Graham on the carry, met immediately, and Matt McDonough with the tackle. San Antonio always stellar defense in these goal line situations. Pressure coming again, and another sack by San Antonio. That is Deshaun Allen, and that may be his first career sack. It definitely is his first career sack. So congrats to Deshaun Allen. As Rudnick to throw, end zone here, incomplete. Broken up nicely there by San Antonio, and it'll send out Pittinger again. This one from a lot shorter. He's made from 52 earlier today. That is good from 25. So they cut the deficit to 11. Still a 2-score game, but Milwaukee not quite out of it just yet. Pittinger to Boykin once again on the kick. And Boykin from a foot inside his end zone. And he will be taken down on special teams, that tackle being made by the corner, Jeremy Crosswhite. First and 10 from the 21 for the Fighters. Run to Gooden. And the tackle made by Lofton, but Ramon Gooden having himself a nice day on the ground. Starts out that drive with a rush of 12. 2 receivers in the game. Empty backfield for Weber. Looks to throw right side. That is caught. First catch by the tight end Blake Whitman. As we mentioned, former Omaha Spartan. Whitman, 25 years of age, University of Cincinnati. Alum. Gooden on the carry, and he will be stopped after a short gain. 3rd down and 5 Already over 140 total yards for Gooden today. That's Boykin in motion. Gooden on the carry, and Nico Lofton bringing him down again, but another first down for San Antonio as they keep moving the sticks. Hand off, and Howlett that time with the tackle as Gooden will take a breather. San Antonio not using the passing game as much as initially thought. San Antonio's offensive and team, rather, led by Cultrell as the #1 passing offense in the league so far. Has the utmost confidence in his squad to perform week in and week out as that pass is caught by Gooden, and a face mask will add a few more onto that catch. Of course, San Antonio, even dating back to last season, has always been an offensive threat. Weber, Boykin, Gooden, all the big names on that offense. Pass here is caught by one of those big names, Xavier Boykin. As we mentioned, as of this week, is second in the league in receiving yards. Weber, under some pressure, he'll just throw it away. Couldn't find anybody open. Third down here for San Antonio. Milwaukee would love to keep them out of the end zone here, so a field goal would be nice. Play action fake, and that is a huge sack by Howlett. Just what they needed at the perfect time. Fourth down. Bannon Steele on to attempt a field goal. This one from about 41, call it 42 maybe. It's good from 41. So they do add 3. It's now a 14-point game again, as Sam Fannin Steele knocks it through. Brooks to return Fannin Steele's kick. Could be brought down there at the 25, same as the touchback by number 29, Reggie McKinley, former Columbus Senator, a veteran at 30 years of age. Rudnick, pass, right side, caught Tony Graham. Been used a lot today on that swing route, as has a lot of running backs in the league recently. Toss play here, Graham left side, shaking out of Douglas's tackle, and finally being brought down by Gatewood. Graham just shy of 100 yards rushing today. Pressure coming for Rudnick, and that is a sack. And wouldn't you know, it's Matt McDonough. First sack for him today. Graham on the carry, shakes off a hit, but he is met right at the line of scrimmage by the star defensive end, Antoine Hampton. 29 years of age, Prairie View A&M product. Rudnick's pass is dropped. That one going to Levine as we end the quarter, but that was one that Milwaukee definitely wants back. Fourth down. Rich Neubert, the veteran, on to punt. Jaden Emmons back deep. it from his 18. He brought down by, I believe, that is Devin Brooks, yes? No, it's not. It's Tony Graham. Tony Graham there with the tackle on the punt. First down for San Antonio. New drive at the 24. Weber taking a shot, finding a wide open DeAndre Little. He could go all the way. Touchdown, San Antonio. One play, 76 yards to the house. Fannin Steele's kick is perfect, and this is now a 3-score game in the fourth quarter. San Antonio looking for a couple more defensive stops, and this game should be pretty easily wrapped up. Milwaukee just can't find that next gear on offense. This would be a perfect time to find it, as that tackle being made on special teams by the rookie corner, Richie Burke, 22 years of age, out of the University of Tennessee. Graham making the catch, forced out of bounds at the 27. Burke being a second-round pick for San Antonio, coming in as their fourth corner behind Gatewood, Malone, and Purcell. Look for him to develop quite quickly. Does have the superstar development trait, so could perhaps see him as a CB1 in a few years. Spellman, McDonough again with the tackle. And they'll put Tony Graham back in for the 2nd down and 7 opportunity. Graham here. Will gain about 6. 113 yards today for Tony Graham. On the ground. Spellman and Jensen making the tackle. 4th down. Neubert on again to punt. And Emmons awaiting the return. He'll take off and be tackled, that time by Spellman. Oh, and Christian Levine, oh no. He's run into some problems with injuries, especially last year. But that knee injury will not help him, and hopefully he is not out for a while. Weber throwing deep, incomplete. Cannot find his target, Blake Whitman. He's been having some real trouble hitting Whitman over the middle of the field. Of course, they've been working constantly in practice. Meanwhile, that is caught by Little, who had the big touchdown last drive. Of course, Whitman coming in from a new team, a little bit of a different offense than with Hudson Lowry at QB. But still trying to get on that same page, as is Tyler Karp, who was on the team last year but isn't used all that often now. Gooden on the carry. Cason Campbell somersaulting Gooden there for the tackle. Both running backs showing out today, both over 100 yards. Gooden picks up another first, and they will probably decline the offsides. Yes, they will. 34-13 the score currently. San Antonio up by 21. Gooden somersaulting again, this time thanks to Nico Lofton. Gooden again on the give. Breaks one tackle, trying to fight forward for the first, and just barely misses the first down line. What's that, like 2 inches? That is very close, but it is a 3rd and inches. We'll see the play called here. Weber to throw on 3rd and inches. That pass is caught. Fullback Connor French with a catch and a first. Very nicely done in the 3rd and short situation to convert. And San Antonio looking to run up the score here late in the 4th. Remelion now on the give. And Howlett making the tackle. So San Antonio, assuming they will find the win column once again with this game, they'll move to 2-1. And Milwaukee will likely be handed the first loss of the season, as that goes down as a sack, despite, I believe, Weber gaining yardage on that. So we'll take it how the game gives it to us. Weber's pass is incomplete, trying to hit Boykin. And that'll force Sam Fanninsteel to trot out once more to try another field goal. This one is up, looks good, and is good from 47. Very nicely done. Sam Fanninsteel, 3rd field goal of the day for him. We'll take a look at these teams' upcoming games. In week number 4, Milwaukee will go on the road to face Columbus. Meanwhile, Devin Brooks can return that kick brought down by Burke again on special teams. As we said, Milwaukee going on the road to Columbus, and San Antonio will be still on the road, but they will be facing Oklahoma City. That'll be a good matchup. That is their out of conference matchup, so Atlantic versus Pacific Conference in that matchup. Meanwhile, Milwaukee facing a division rival in Columbus. That should also be a good game as well, as Columbus today winning, so they are 3-0, and Rudnick will be brought down for a sack. That is A.J. Pierre with the sack. Underperformed a bit last year, as a lot of defensive linemen did, but Pierre is a great sack getter out of UCF. That pass is caught. Wilkins again had a great first quarter, but nothing really much since then, as this Milwaukee offense is really kind of stalled out, to say the least. 7 catches for 42 isn't too bad, but overall, Milwaukee not producing as much as they would have liked. Rudnick, deep shot here, that is almost picked. Emmons on the coverage. And 4th down, I assume that they will keep the offense on the field for one last shot, and they will. Trying to keep this game alive. Deep shot incomplete. Broken up by McKinley. And it'll be a turnover on down, San Antonio ball. Weber gonna go on the drag route there. That was Whitman again, who is not able to catch that one. Not sure if that's on Weber or it's on Whitman, but something is definitely off with those throws. Perhaps the 4 interceptions are getting to him. Being last week, of course. And a big sack. It's another Jack Moggen sack. That one a loss of 12, a huge one for Milwaukee, but seems to be too little too late. Of course, Milwaukee missing a key piece of their defense for a while, as that is a big connection with Lamar Hamilton for the first down. A huge connection there of 29 or 28 yards. And as we mentioned, Milwaukee missing Kyle Kiefer, the big middle linebacker, is a crucial part of this defense. Gooden on the carry. Ricketts going to drag him down after a gain of 6. Under 3 minutes to go. Gooden 144 yards on the ground. He'll get his number called again. First down and more inside the 15. Remelion here on the carry left side, and he will be stamped by Cason Campbell as Tim Wallace goes down. The veteran defensive lineman, hopefully he'll be okay in the coming weeks. They will get the playoff here before the 2-minute warning, and that'll be almost to the first down marker. They'll mark him a yard short here. As we reach the later stages of this one, we will get you caught up on the games happening after this one finishes up. Remelion tries to hop over defender, but no luck. With this being game 10, game number 11, coming up right after this will be Iowa at Salt Lake City. And then rounding out our week 3 coverage is the Austin Stars taking on the Vancouver Mountaineers. Field goal number 4 for Sam Pfannenstiel. And San Antonio has put a 40-burger up here in Milwaukee. Seems that Tyler Weber has shrugged off those 4 picks from last week. And even despite the regression, he still shows up every single week and gives it his best shot. That is why he is one of the most sought-after quarterbacks in the league. Not to mention, they did also get Kyle Ames, who was the top quarterback prospect in the draft. The University of Washington product, Ames, just 22 years of age, already a 78 overall. Star Development was the 20th pick in the draft, and he is sitting on the bench, so San Antonio definitely set for years to come at the quarterback position. Weber just 27 and still growing as a quarterback. The catch there by Milwaukee will put him inside San Antonio territory. No touchdowns yet for Rudnick. And one more pass will get him over the 150 marker to avoid regression for this week, as that one was almost picked. That could have been really dangerous because that would have given him 2 picks, which is an awareness regression, and it would have prevented him from getting the 150 yards needed for another regression. That is going to be incomplete. That is behind the receiver Chapman. Second down. $1:19 to go in the game. San Antonio pretty much has this thing wrapped up. Rudnick's pass. Left side caught Wilkins. And Emmons with the tackle. Man in motion is Chapman. 3rd and 5 out of the gun for Rudnick. Deep shot to Chapman. Incomplete. Fourth and 5. That'll probably mean they're going to go for it here. They will. No use in kicking a field goal here. You want as many points as you can get. That pass is incomplete. Twisted around Tony Graham. And that one is going to be a turnover on downs and should pretty much wrap this up. Milwaukee with no timeouts remaining. Tyler Weber can take a couple knees, and this thing is over. 40-13 going to be your final score in this one. As previously mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, we do have 2 more games coming up for you in week number 3. Up next, you will all see Iowa taking on Salt Lake City. And then following that, it is Austin Stars versus Vancouver Mountaineers. But that will be it. The final being 40-13. Ramon Gooden having a monster day. 25 for 161. We'll check the full stats here. Rudnick just barely getting over that 150 mark. 167 total for him. Big days for Boykin and Little in the receiving game. 6 targets for Blake Whitman, just 1 catch. That is something that San Antonio is going to have to work on tremendously in practice. Lots of sacks for San Antonio. So Deshaun Allen did actually get that fumble recovery credit, despite it being called back via a penalty. That's interesting. Check Milwaukee's side now. Longest pass of the day for Rudnick was just 25 yards. Something that is probably very concerning. Both running backs doing insane, though. Rams 17 for 113. Spellman 12 for 53 and a touchdown. Very nice to see both running backs doing well. Two tackles for loss today for Josiah Purvis. A sack by Corey Andrew, but other than that, nothing really stands out here for Milwaukee's defense. Jack Morgan did have a couple nice sacks. Other than that, nothing much. Pittinger perfect. 3 for 3 total on kicks, and Neubert getting 3 inside the 20. That is an upgrade to his kick accuracy, despite being a veteran. So that is good. And that is going to be the end of this broadcast for this game. Final score once again, San Antonio 40, Milwaukee 13. And we will have the Iowa-Salt Lake City game coming up for you next. But for now, it's Commissioner Pasta signing off for the NAGA. Have a good one, everybody.